is about helping others, serving your community, and being kind to your peers. Honestly, as much as this does matter, being there for yourself is the single most important thing you can do to live a happy, successful life. Hi, my name is Kate, and up until 3 years ago, I had no idea what I was doing. Honestly, I was at the bottom of all my classes. I was going to my first breakup, which I know sounds dumb, but at the time it seemed like the end of the world. I had no ambitions or goals, and I had zero confidence. And this wasn't anything new. I had been unhappy for a while, but I was also really angry and didn't care about anyone other than myself. Ironically, I realized my behavior was a consequence of insecurities and self-loathing. At one point, I remember sitting in my bed, mascara streaming down my face for the 5th time that week, crying over some boy or some bad grade. I don't know how or what happened, but I distinctly remember a small voice inside my head saying, "Enough. Other people do not dictate your emotions, and your grades do not dictate who you are. You are more than your failures, and you are more than your rejections. Get up, get to work, and prove everyone wrong." This is when I began to focus on me in a healthy way. The more time I spent on myself, the more I realized that I was becoming my own best friend. And as I was becoming this, I began genuinely wanting to create the best possible reality for myself. And I started doing things that served that desire. I began to exercise, read, work, and volunteer almost every day. I actually began to forget about proving others wrong and simply focus on proving myself right. Taking the time to do what I loved is what made me realize that I wanted to pursue a career in journalism. I love to read, write, and travel, and all of my close friends and teachers will tell you that I can ask up to about 1 million questions a day. Now, I loved all of these things before, but now that I cared about my future and genuinely took the time to understand what drove me, I started to turn these hobbies into goals. Since then, every decision I've made, both in and outside of school, has been in pursuit of this goal. I worked tirelessly and sacrificed way more than I can realize. I boosted my average by 30% in all of my classes, applied myself into all areas of student life, and most importantly, I continue to practice self-love. This is so important because when you love yourself fully, every single thing you do will be in service of your highest good and your highest potential. You will want to create the best possible reality for yourself, and you will consistently do things to make this possible. Most of the time, a lack of motivation or drive is fueled by self-doubt. So believe me when I tell you that self-love is what boosted my grade average. Self-love is what got me exercising every day, and self-love is what allowed me to put myself out there without the fear of failure or rejection weighing on my back. It's like what we learned in econ class. If you want your business to grow, you need to invest in it. You need to show up for yourself and put in the hard work. There will be sweat and there will be tears, and I know that sounds cheesy, but sometimes you're going to feel like there is no growth at all. But one day, you're going to look back at your old self, who put in little to no effort in the things you now care so much about, and you will see just how far you've come, and you will be proud of that. I'm here today to show you all that there is hope in finding yourself. I'm also here to show you that the only person who can pick yourself up is you. You are responsible for your growth, just as you are responsible for your failures. You are in control of your life, and there are things you can do to make this world a better place for yourself. So stop denying that and get to work. Before I end this speech, I'm going to give you some advice. Pick your goal. Something that really matters to you. Something that you care about more than anyone can realize. Something that drives you, motivates you, something that lights even the faintest spark in you. Maybe it's getting in shape, getting a better grade, improving in a sport, getting into university, whatever. But from here on out, make absolutely every single decision you make in pursuit of that goal. And yes, every decision. So let's say you want to get in shape and you're deciding, should I have a cupcake or a protein bar right now? Or let's say you are in your room and you're like, should I do some homework or should I go out and see my friends? This 1 extra hour of homework I know will advance my chances of getting a better grade and maybe possibly improving my grade average, which is something that you should be choosing. So fix your attitude and mindset to match how someone who has already acquired that goal would act. Use your time wisely and dedicate it to your progress, because that is how you practice self-love, by believing in and consistently working towards your highest potential. So choose to love and invest in yourself, because without risk, there are no rewards. Thank you.